Hey guys, hope we're all doing really well. Today I'm coming at you with a brand new video, and this one is going to be a story time about the time where I spent $300 to go to a European hospital because I thought that I had scarlet fever. Spoiler alert, I did not have scarlet fever. So, if you ever feel dumb, just remember this story time and I bet you'll feel a lot better. Now, the story starts when I decided I wanted to go to Russia, and my mum, being 100% Russian herself, is like, I do not trust you to go to Russia on your own. Russia's freaking dangerous. You better be going on a tour guide thing. And she would just not stop talking about it. So I was like, alright mum, I can take care of myself in Russia, but if you're really that scared, if you really need an ease of mind, let me just take this Kaminski tour. I was warned straight away that you might get Kaminski cough, and lo and behold, I got it on my second night. Now, this was not a normal Kaminski cough. This was something different. This was like a whole other level of Kaminski cough. My Kaminski cough mutated into a monster. Okay, I was actually coughing every 2 seconds, and it was like the most scariest cough.
Like a demon was inside of me trying to get that type of cough.
I'm not in the mirror, I'm inside you. Let me guide you. Fuck you, die, you son of a bitch!
So we started our tour off at Stockholm, Sweden, and we ended up transferring on the second day to Moscow. Now, thankfully, I didn't get it in Sweden, but guess where your girl got it? She got Kaminski cough in Moscow. Took myself to the grocery store, got some cough drops, got some water, got some Panadol. I was like, yes, your girl's taking care of herself. So, one day goes by, the second day goes by, and on the third day of being in Moscow, I wake up to a bright red tongue. It was actually so terrifying. Imagine going to the bathroom as soon as you wake up and you're looking at yourself in the mirror, and then, you know, you just open your mouth like you're brushing your teeth or whatever, and your entire tongue is bright red. I started to panic, to be honest, and moral of the story, don't panic. Like, I'm just gonna say it straight out. Do not panic in whatever situation you're in, because you're not gonna be able to think straight. So I run out, and you know, Kaminski, you get a roommate or two. So I was sharing a room with this lovely, amazing girl. Let's call her Becky. I ran out and I was like, Becky, what is this? Am I over exaggerating? But like, is my tongue red? I stick my tongue out, and she literally looks at me and her whole jaw drops, and she's just like, she looks like she's trying not to panic, and she's like, oh my god, my mum is a nurse. I'm just gonna quickly call her and tell her the symptoms, and we'll figure something out. And I'm like, oh my god, so it's not just me, like, she's freaking out too. And so while the phone call is happening, I'm just sitting there on the bed like, holy crap, oh my god, what is this? Why do I have a red tongue? As that is happening, I'm going on my own phone and I'm saying, symptoms of a red tongue. The first thing that popped up was scarlet fever. Guys, I didn't know what to do. Oh, should I mention as well that the last time that I was in Russia, which was in 2015, I actually got a virus, and I was just bedridden in bed. And it's just like the motherland's way of testing me. I had this really scary, irrational fear that I was gonna get sick. Becky's mum, who is a nurse, was just like, just go to a doctor, better safe than sorry, because you don't want to get sick in another country. So we meet at like 7 AM at the lobby, and me and Becky like hunt the tour guide down. Let's call him Andrew. I tell him everything that happened basically, and his face is just chill, and he's like, are you sure you have anything? I was actually so shook that he even was suggesting that I did it. I was like, you have heard me cough for like 3 days. I showed him, and I'm like, it was way worse when I woke up. Saying this out loud, I can't believe I'm exposing myself for being a dumbass, but you know, whatever. All for the purposes of entertainment and learning from other people's dumbass mistakes. Are you sure you didn't have like cranberry juice that they served? And I was like, I know for a fact that I did not have that yesterday or this morning. And he's like, I don't think there's anything to worry about, but if you're really truly worried, let me get the Russian translator who's lived here all her life, and like, we'll figure out how we can get you to like a doctor. And so he talks to the translator now, and she's like, okay, basically what you need to do is go to a hospital. If you go to a GP, you may be waiting in line all day, and tomorrow, and the next day. You can be waiting all week. So basically, I had just Googled like general practitioner Moscow for Australian tourists or whatever, and literally the first thing that popped up, I talked to a doctor, told him my symptoms, and he's like, yeah, okay, I'll see you at 3 PM today. Oh yeah, these are the locations, this is the hospital. And I was just like, okay, cool, deal, let's do this, because I do not want to risk it for the biscuit. I still had about 2 weeks left overseas, and if it was an actual virus, like, I did not want to go down that easy. So, and then they were like, oh, yep, okay, so this is like this many euros, which translated to like $300. And I know Russia doesn't use euros, but because it was like a European hospital, they did everything in euros. Because I was so scarred from my last experience, I was like, you know what, whatever, I'm just gonna pay it, I'm just gonna go just to have peace of mind. I told my tour guide this, and he literally treated me like I was the dumbest bitch. Like, I was like, I don't know, like making stuff up. I mean, in his defense, I was, but I didn't know that yet. I'm gonna follow my intuition, which thank God I have developed, because girl, that was not your intuition, that was your fear.
I woke up today with a red tongue. You can still see it. It's blood, so I might be dying, might have scarlet fever. But we're going to the bunker, and then I'm gonna catch a taxi to the doctor. It was even worse than when I woke up. So I don't want to risk it, and I'm just gonna go to a doctor. How did I find one? I don't know. I'm a genius.
And so from one part of Moscow, I had to catch an Uber to a completely different part of Moscow. When I walked into this hospital now, it was very pristine, very clean, like tip-top. They spoke English, and I'm just like, now I know this is a hospital for tourists, because all of my family's in Russia, so I hear some things, like I know the tea. Hospitals in Russia are just, some of them are just abysmal, right? So I go into this hospital, and I'm like, I have an appointment for 3 p.m. and I have to fill out this form, and then they're like, okay, it's on level 3. Go up on level 3, and then I have to fill out another form. I fill out the form, and I go into the appointment. I listed my symptoms. The first thing obviously I said was, oh my god, my red tongue, like I'm so scared, blah 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 blah. And also I have this cough, and like I cough every minute or so, and like it hasn't stopped after like 3 or 4 days. But what should I do about the tongue? And he's like, hold on, like the tongue is nothing, like you shouldn't be worried about that. I don't even know what that is, because that medically doesn't sound like anything, but the cough you should be kind of worried about. Maybe I should prescribe these antibiotics, but I think that it's best for you to take this coughing test, which will be an extra $300. And I was like, wait, are you just trying to get more money out of me? So I was like, hell no, like I don't care about the cough, like I just care about the tongue thing. Because he literally like took my tongue out and was like looking inside, and then I showed him a photo from the morning, and he's like, are you sure you didn't like drink or eat something? And I'm just like, no, why does everyone keep saying that? What kind of an idiot would I be if I didn't remember if I ate something red? So he's like, for your peace of mind, I can prescribe you antibiotics, but don't take them unless your symptoms get worse. And I go downstairs to the pharmacy. The antibiotics also end up happening to be $60, and I'm just like, this is ridiculous.
He basically gave me antibiotics and said if your cough doesn't go away in 3 days, you should start taking them because you might have воспаление легких. Can't believe I am here.
So I have an amazing rest of my day. We're doing all these tours, going all around Moscow and stuff like that, and I'm not worried about it at all. And then we end up going back to the hotel at around 11 p.m. and I reach out for my strepsils, the cough lollies, and I put it inside of my mouth. Something clicks in my brain. What if these cough lollies were the reason why my tongue was red? Because guess the color of the cough lollies. Red. Yeah, you guessed that right. I'm a fake blonde as well, like I'm actually a brunette. So I literally spent around $360 to go to a Russian hospital. I wasted like half of my day, got antibiotics for absolutely no reason. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know how I function in society, but that's the tea. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Saying that out loud made me a little bit more shook at how freaking dumb that was. So I hope that you laughed at my pain. Make sure to like this video and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!